And our crews surveyed the West Bay today after many areas flooded from yesterday's storm. Businesses were in the midst of cleaning up, but they still have a ways to go. 12 News reporter Adriana Rozas Rivera joins us now live from Warwick with what she's seeing out there. Adriana?
Well, hi, Kim. As you can see behind me, the Patuxent River still quite angry. That current very strong after that rainstorm pummeled through the region this week. And we spoke to several business owners in the area who tell us it's the second time this month that they've flooded, and they're now facing tens of thousands of dollars in damages. Some businesses in West Warwick still under 2 to 3 feet of water today.
Well, put on a pair of waders and trudge through the water.
The owner of Patriot Auto Glass telling us it receded somewhat with half a foot of water left inside this morning.
No one down there has flood insurance. They won't give it, so.
They won't give it out because it's a flood-prone
Flood
area?
zone, yeah, and it's known to be flooded out, yep.
And over in Warwick, Apponaug Brewery cleaning up again after the floods in December forced them to shut down. They were slated to reopen today until they got another 3 inches of flooding from this storm. I do see some water damage at the bottom.
We do at the bar, and we did not remove that from the first flood, so we are pulling it all down now. And all of that was reconstruction from flood number 1. Because the ground is so saturated, these are our trench drains in the brewery. Water was coming up from the foundation and then going back down the drain.
Now, Turcotte tells me he's facing around $20,000 in damages so far. Apponaug, they're facing $150,000. That's the very latest. Live in Warwick, I'm Adriana Rozas Rivera, 12 News. Well, Kim, Shannon, where we're standing, you can hear the roar of the Patuxent River after that rainstorm pummeled the region this week. And farther downstream, the Apponaug Brewing Company, well, they're cleaning up again. They've actually been closed since December 18. A rainstorm flooded their building back then. They were slated to reopen today. Now that opening date is up in the air after they were flooded with 3 inches earlier this week.
You know, just remember us.
This week's rainstorm keeping Apponaug Brewery's doors closed a little while longer.
You know, we certainly are wiser this time around, much better prepared. We didn't lose equipment.
Another storm in December brought 2 feet of water into the building, forcing them to shut down. They were slated to reopen today until they got another 3 inches of flooding this week.
In my mind, it's not prudent to open again until we can stay open. And if the river will continue to be naughty every time we have rain.
Cleanup was underway at the brewery today, which lies on the Patuxent River. I do see some water damage at the bottom.
We do at the bar, and we did not remove that from the first flood, so we are pulling it all down now. And all of that was reconstruction from flood number 1.
With McKinney estimating they have about $150,000 in damages. This time around, they raised their product and equipment on cinder blocks.
Because the ground is so saturated, these are our trench drains in the brewery. Water was coming up from the foundation and then going back down the drain.
Now, when the time comes, they hope people return for a cold brew on the Patuxent.
All the people who are out there who are saying, how do we help? When we reopen, come. Celebrate with a beer or 2.
Despite being battered twice by rainstorms, Tamara's attitude is anything but cloudy.
You have to walk the path. You either walk it with a smile or you walk it very sad.
So again, that opening date still up in the air, but they do tell us that it could be about a couple weeks before they reopen. That's the very latest. Live in Warwick, I'm Adriana Rozas Rivera, 12 News.